Hold up.
Hey, what's up guys? In this video I'm going to be showing you something pretty cool. This was actually a request by one person to make, to show off, like a tutorial, and this is actually my zombies wave system that I use in my Nostra and Totem map. I'll have a video in the description showing off that map. It's a full recreation and it uses a wave system, which is this right here that I show off in this video. And this okay, so this right here is like where all the iron blocks and the gold blocks and the command blocks are right here. This is actually the wave system, and this command block right here, this is what moves the armor stand. But this, from this comparator onward, is just the timer that I've chosen to use. You can use any type of timer that you want, but this is the one I used in the zombies map, and this is the one I'm showing right here. It's pretty cool, and it's really simple, and it's kind of compact. You know, this takes care of 20 rounds right here. This alone takes care of 20 rounds. The timer is just you know, just steers it, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm actually gonna grab a button here really quick. I'm gonna show you how it works. So place the button. Nope. Place the button. Yes. And this timer, it gets quicker and quicker with every time it runs, every wave that it goes through, and that's due to this guy right here. I'll explain that in a little bit. But anyways, every time this timer cycles through, you see right here, the redstone block will shift over, turning this repeater on, powering this block, powering this guy right here, which sends that item into that hopper there, and then the comparator reads that and powers this. So what this does is, I'll show right here, when this command block is powered, which I'll do right here, it teleports the armor stand one block in this direction every time. And you'll see why this block, you'll see why this section is here. So I'm gonna keep pressing it. You'll see wave 2, you know, this thing will keep cycling, and I'm gonna get to wave 10, wave 3, wave 4, and no matter how long it's sitting there, it will always be there, and I will always say wave 4 right there. It will always say it. I'll always say the wave down there. Wave 5, and this could actually be done just in a straight line, continuing like for as long as your render distance will allow. And but I don't know, I didn't like that. You know, it's not really practical. Anyways, that's why that ending segment is added on. I don't know why, but it makes it lag a bit when it's I think it's because it's repeating every single game tick or whatever. I think that's the problem. So 8 and 9, and you'll see what happens here at 10. Or actually, it's going to be 11. See, you see 10, and obviously there's nothing going on past the one that it's on right there. So when I hit this again, it will be round 11, and you'll see what it does is it teleports it to the next row. That's all that this one does. Teleports it to the next row, and then it continues. 12, 13, 14, you get it, 15. In my map, I actually made it to 100, which is way more than I needed, but you know, I'd rather have more than enough waves than run out. See, now the frame rate is a little better now. I don't know, this makes it lag a little bit. Probably a better way to do this, maybe not actually, because since it stays on the screen what wave it is, I don't think there's a better way to do this, but you know, obviously I could be wrong. So let me show you how this really works here. Flick that lever. That lever's just there to keep it stopped, and there's 32 blocks in here. So once this hits 32, the timer will cycle and it will power this thing, the same thing that pushes the armor stand. You see right there, boom, pushes the armor stand. It also powers this line right here, which draws a block out of the timer. So now there's only 31 blocks going back and forth here. And hopefully you catch on to what I'm saying there. Is every time this cycles, every time this thing runs, like every time it's a new wave, it takes, see, wave 2, there's 2 blocks in there. So it takes an extra block out of the system that's running back and forth, so it's quicker. So the next wave is quicker than, or there's less time in between each wave as the waves progress. So that's how that works. So this system I created, and obviously I didn't make this timer, but this adjustment down here, I am the maker of that. Although someone's probably thought of something similar. So with this in the map, it's not actually like Call of Duty. It's not like where it waits. You see 29 in here, and there should be 3. Yep, 3 in there. So it doesn't actually wait for the last zombie to die before the next round starts. It actually just keeps spawning zombies quicker and quicker until you get overran. So if that makes sense. What I'm saying is the rounds don't they don't just get harder, it just gets more zombies. There's probably a way to make it like that, and just to spark some curiosity, maybe you guys can figure it out for yourselves. A way, you know, this might help you figure out one for yourself. That's probably super loud. Sorry for that. That's all we need. And actually, we will need a comparator and a lever. So, nope, I hate that question mark right there. So I'll show you this right here. Actually, just to make it a little easier to see, also gonna add some of these. Oh, I need a block. Yeah, I'll just do it this way. Oops, not repeaters. Oh, I'm standing too close. So, I'll demonstrate why I just did that, in case you guys can probably, or possibly think of one way to do this yourself. I'm pretty sure it's actually on peaceful. No, it's on normal. Okay. So, well, I also have to add a lever to this. So what this command block does is, you see it right here in my chat, test for add E type equals zombie. So it's just testing for zombies. You see one zombie, and actually I didn't think about him burning right now, but yeah, we'll just wait till he dies and you'll see that will actually go off. And you could actually do this real quick. Oh no, that's not good. No, I make a separate one like this. Coming out. Nope. So you could probably make it to where you see how actually I'll do this. Zombie's alive, and you see that torch went off. So maybe so that and he's not, he's walking away. So when he dies, you'll see that torch will relight this torch right here. In the background, see him over there. When he dies, I might have to, yeah, the torch went on. So maybe you guys can make a system like this for yourself. And the reason why I added so many of those lamps is because it actually counts how many zombies are alive. Up to a certain point, obviously. And I probably, yeah, I will max it out. But you see, it actually tests for how many zombies are alive. So, I don't know. Hopefully some inspiration is sparked here. This guy, it's for fun. But yeah, this was requested, and hopefully this video really helps. I haven't fully explained here, which I'm going to do, but yeah. So this right here, this one's really important. It has to be an execute command. It has to execute at eddy type equals armor stand, so it's executing the command to the entity type equals to armor stand, so it's executing this at an armor stand, and it's teleport the armor stand one block in the, what is that, Z direction, so one block this way. You see my number is going up, so it just teleports at one block in that direction. Obviously these are just the title add a action bar, and then wave 1, that's it. And then this one it will look like exactly like this, no matter how many waves you have, no matter how many, whatever, it doesn't matter. This is exactly how this command will look, even if you had it right here. It would have the exact same, you know, if you had more waves continuing, so this would be 30 or whatever, you get what I'm saying. If you had more rows, just copy this command right to this section. Easy peasy, you get it. So that will just teleport it 10 blocks in this direction and sit it right here. So the reason why it's not an execute command is because you don't really need one for that. But for this one you do need it, because the execute command will take account for the current position of the armor stand, like where it's actually sitting at that position, like at the time that this command block gets powered. And I don't know what else I should explain here, but I don't really know. These have to be wooden pressure plates, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if you know what, we'll test it right now. I don't know if armor stand will actually set off the stone one. It will. Okay, so it can be any type. So be aware, you know, so you could probably tell right there's a little bit of lag that comes with that. Not a whole lot. Maybe just a tad. Oh, I killed that guy too. So, hopefully this was a good enough explanation for the guy who requested, and for anyone else interested. Yeah, this is just here so you guys could maybe take inspiration, maybe figure out your own way of building a system that's actually similar to Call of Duty, but this one is not. As close as I could with the least amount, the least amount of lag, you know. With the, I don't know. I just thought this was pretty good, especially this part right here. That's what actually makes it fun, you know. As you progress, there's less time in between, and you know, you guys understand. So, just tells you the wave. Sometimes it can glitch like that, like you saw the numbers going back and forth, especially when it lags a lot, because it still detects that this one is down. Like they're both down at the same time. I don't know how to explain it, but if you use this, you'll see what I mean. So yeah, this is this right here. I also wanted to show this. You can make it so that it takes away more time per round. Like it takes away more blocks per round. Actually, you don't even need that. I think you just need, yeah, this will work. Nope, actually won't work. Nope, this will not work. I do have to add an extra one. Just like this. So, what this is, I'll explain it right as I'm building it. What this will do is it will take more than one out. What the heck? It will take more than one out every time this cycles, so it actually gets harder, quicker. If you get what I mean. The waves get increasingly. No, that's not supposed to be. The waves will get increasingly more difficult at a quicker rate. So you can add just a super long delay out of this. And I mean, yeah, you could do even, whoops. Nope, you could even do this. Actually, that needs to be a repeater. Yeah, so now there's 3 times the amount. So this should actually take 3, possibly 4 out every time it cycles. I'm actually going to delete that so it doesn't make me lag. So I'm gonna set it off here. It's gonna be a little while. So there's nothing in this hopper right here. Items are cycling through, and before you guys saw that it took 1 every time. Now, okay, it just went off. Now it should take 3. Yes, 3 every time the system goes off. So the next time there'll be 6 in there. You know, you could even do this even more. Like, you could even make it even bigger by doing this. You could make a comparator clock. Don't even need that anymore. Yeah, that looks right. Actually, let me just do that. Yeah, so take that out. Should be some in there. Yep, take that out, put that in there. So now it should take like, I don't know, 6 or 7, maybe more. You can make it take a lot. This is the whole point I'm making here. You can make it take a lot out. So let's see. Oh yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot it's taking out. 7. Yeah, you see? Takes out a lot. Remove that, put that, and it will be like maybe 4. So let me just throw that. See, and then it slowly fades, and it should be 3 or 4. Yep, 4. Anyways, yeah, you see, you get it. In my map, I only made it take out 1, but you guys understand. You get the gist of it. So yeah, this is my system of zombies. So yeah, just make sure it's 1 block away from the first pressure plate when you first start it. I recommend, if you do make a map, that you actually make a copy of the world when you decide to play, because this doesn't reset itself, and the timer doesn't either. It doesn't reset itself. And also, I recommend putting a lot more blocks in these timers. It's 32, and you're taking out 4 each time. You're not even going to get that many rounds in. It'll be over really fast. I think in my map I put 2 stacks, 2.5, something like that. And I only took 1 out at a time, and it lasts a long time. Also, I made it to where when you open a section, then it spawns the zombies in the new sections windows, so that also makes it increasingly more difficult as you open more sections. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna link my zombies map in the description where I show this method off. You can see under the map, if you just break the blocks like underneath, or just break the blocks that you spawn near, like under you, and you can go down there and look at it. It will look really similar to this, really similar, except there'll be way more command blocks, like, or way more strips like this in a row. I think there's 10 by 10, so it's huge. And this looks sort of similar to this, but I have a bunch of command blocks like lined up like this for the spawning of the zombies. You can just take that right off this one. You can line up the commands like this, you know. And if you need help, like with any of this stuff, just write a comment. I'll respond. So the reason why I made this video is because someone actually requested it. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna get out of here because it's been a long video. The videos are always way too long. So yeah, hopefully this helped the guy who asked for help, and anyone else who actually needs help in the future with something like this, or they're just interested, and hopefully this will spark some, you know, interest in it. I don't really know. I tried using this, but I couldn't figure out a system that worked well. Anyways, yeah. I also have another video coming out soon showing a crate key system. That's actually another request. I built that thing really fast, so I should actually have the video. I could even upload it today as well, or tomorrow. I already have everything set up. I just need to record it and stuff. So if you're the guy who requests that and you're listening, I do have the video coming either today or tomorrow. Could be a double upload today, or, you know, tomorrow. So anyways, hopefully this helped the guy who asked, and helps anyone else in the future. And I will see you guys later. Peace out.